this happen. First of all, I accept the award with honor. It's a great honor for myself, for my family, and I brought my wife here. It's a great honor for my people, the Jinyika people. It's one of the wonderful ways that you have recognized these people. One of the wonderful ways you have also put them on the map of the world. It's a small community in some corner of a small country called Zimbabwe. There is no way they would be known and heard of if it was not you people. Fine, there is a lot of suffering in Africa. They suffer, they are poor, but at least now, because of this, they have something to offer to the world in terms of what the world can also learn from them. I'll also talk a little bit about my culture and myself. In Africa, our totems, our clans are classified in terms of nature, the animals that live in the area. Could be trees, could be animals, and in my case, it's an animal called lion, Shumba. My totem is called Gumbo Reshumba. That is the lion's leg. And a lion is a hunter, is the king of the bush. It's a dominant animal. So my clan is also known for being a dominant clan. The conquerors, they will move in any area in the old days, overrun the inhabitants and take over and become the rulers. In the place where we live, it's called Gutu district, which has been named after my great-great-grandfather, who was a hunter, who carried an aquifer, which is a container with lots of arrows as a hunter. And the Gutu is that aquifer which says a man who carries a container with arrows. And of course he had a bow. He was a great hunter. And there was an animal which had terrorized those people. And they said, if there's anybody who can kill this animal, then we give him our daughter. So my great-grandfather killed that animal. And he married into the chieftainship of that area. And he was given the daughter. He became very prominent and very dominant, and eventually took the chieftainship from those people. And he became the chief. And he became Chief Gutu. So I am part of the chieftainship people. So really it's an honor to my people, an honor to my clan, and an honor to my country. I thank you.
I would like to acknowledge the president for Bethel. I would like to acknowledge him for his key participation in this issue. I also want to acknowledge the professor, Alexander delights, according to delights, for being such an innovator and a dedicated researcher. I also want to acknowledge Chidara and his wife, apparently my cousin sister. I also like to acknowledge the Dr. Act, those who have been awarded this award today, and all the participants, ladies and gentlemen, in this room. I, like Chidara, feel very humbled by this award. I also feel very humbled because it is an award that has been given to us coming from a very humble community. That I would like to say myself, but there is one significant issue about that relationship between us and that Chinyinga community. While we participated in their process of transformation, I must say, they brought me to the ground where my roots of transformation started growing. It was not only the transformation of that community, but my transformation. As I wrote, I indicated how they brought an awareness to me that I was in Africa. And because of that, I don't know actually who should receive this award. Should it be the community or should it be myself? I hope they'll get their award one way or the other. It also reminds me that I'm sure you heard from Ronnie that I'm a sub-deacon in a church, an Anglican church. And we're always talking of servant leadership that Christ demonstrated. Even at the climax of the time when he was going to be crucified, he washed the feet of his disciples to demonstrate that servant leadership. And I would like, at this moment in time, to say, this is how I feel. And would like to honor and thank the Chinyinga people, the community, and I would also like to honor, transform on the research aspect. And that this is a challenge given to us. It is the beginning of that long road. And we hope we will take it to its logical conclusion. With that, I want to thank everyone. Thank you.
I'm supposed to feel comfortable because I'm practically at home. Uh, so just like the participants and the award recipients, I would like to thank Bethel University for opening our house and welcome everyone here today. I would like to thank Dr. Jay Barnes for his leadership and what he's doing here at Bethel University. I would like to thank Sam Rimas, which has been an amazing friend and have provided amazing leadership for myself. I would like to also thank and acknowledge the panel and Mr. Peter Brew, and also Ronnie and Alexander, which interestingly enough, about a year and a half ago, while doing an intensive in Jordan, I was sharing with them my idea of what I wanted to do in corporate America, and they both looked at me and said, "You gotta do better than that." So my whole idea of going to corporate America and doing this amazing, using Impact Lives for other purpose was pretty much crushed down there. And they both challenged me with two things. They said to me, transformation needs to happen, in the community where you are, and also in other places. You need to consider, you need to look at transformation in a broader, way. And you also need to make sure that when you are looking at transformation, you really connect with the people, make it more of a grassroots effort. And I thank you for the challenge, and I thank you for the inspiration. That's one of the things, that Impact Lives has evolved in today. And with Impact Lives today, we're able to connect not only churches, businesses, like Sam said, but also professional sports. We have government. I've been working very closely with the government of the Dominican Republic, making some inroads into Haiti, which, as you know, is, the situation in Haiti is very complicated. But we are feeding about 30,000 people there almost daily, which is really good. The food that we are sending is also helping people in Cambodia, family, to stay together by not selling their kids into the trafficking or labor, which is also phenomenal. And now we're also sending food to HIV clinics, where the food is also given as a is helping with building nourishment in the body, so that cocktails of medication can actually work on this individual. But Impact Life is not just about food, it's about transformation. The key about what Ronnie and Alexander brought up to me was that transformation need to happen, everywhere you go. And for me, I was in the unique opportunity to teach transformation here in the United States for those who participate in some of the things that we do, but also transformation where the food is going and where the medical, shelter, water, some of this help is also going, which is really, really amazing. But if I tell you that I did this on my own, I will be lying to you. I think that what I'm really good at is about surrounding myself with an amazing group of people. People that know more than I do about these things, and people that really want to make a difference in people's lives. So what I did was I found those people, I brought them on board, I shared my vision with them, and assigned each part of the vision, for them to complete. So on behalf of Impact Lives, our board, the thousands, tens of thousands of children and adults that have participated in some of these packing events, and some of the young adults that have gone overseas to help and connect with some of this and build relationship with some of the people that we're helping. I want to say thanks. Also, I had to acknowledge my faith, what I believe. About 10 years ago, I had to make a very, very tough decision, leaving an amazing business that was making a lot of money for me and my family, to be a servant leader. And if my faith would not have played a role, if Jesus Christ as a servant leader himself has not played a role in my life, I would not have made that decision. So I need to acknowledge that as well. So, on behalf of Impact Lives and myself, my board, I would like to say thank you to the panel and to each and every one of you here today. Thanks.
So, they said everything. For me, it's my honor to be here today. I want to thank Mr. President of Bethel University, my colleague Dr. Ron Unison and Dr. Alexander, Dr. Peter Bloom, Dr. Adel Rashid, and all of you. This Dr. Act encouraged me to work more in my work, in our work, and in my country in specific. I look for to see our world without war, without, with all peace, with all freedom for everybody. Nevertheless, the creed, the ideology, the color, and so on. All people over all the world was born free. So we have to fight all together to see our peaceful world, to live in our better world. And this hour will encourage me more and more to work more hard for these hopes. And I look forward also to see our new integral university over all the world to acknowledge all people who are working as professionals, not only academic. We have to see academia and professionality together, working together to see our better world. Thank you again for everybody, and I hope to see you in next time with more people who have this award and acknowledge all their work as innovators and social innovators. Thank you again.
Thanks to all of you. Thank you to all of you. Family is growing. It's taking time, but I hope that those of you who have met us for the first time are already beginning to feel the passion growing, that whether individually or collectively you can join us on this incredible journey. The door is open and welcome to you all. Thank you for the hospitality so far. We look forward to other days, amazing work. And now I think it's the time for the group photograph. So we all come together. Yes. Rashid,
a wider angle. Going to need to scrunch together a bit. All right, here we go. Oh, hold on. I'm going to do one more.
Could we invite everybody to come up so we have a photo?
Oops.